Okay, so now that's really what I was looking for a first start. It was pretty snappy. Main thing that I like is it don't sound much different. Don't sound much different at all, which is, I'm happy about that because I didn't want it to just be blatantly obvious that something was done for the people that don't watch the channel. And but gotta get the idle right, see what's going on with the idle, get that back together so that it'll idle on its own. Definitely appreciate the fact that I can, didn't hear any ticks, tings. It doesn't sound like nothing was falling apart, falling off in there. So all that's good. Only thing I saw leaking to the ground was some coolant. So that this right here came loose, or what didn't come loose, but I didn't tighten it up. So I just kind of left that one loose. I'm gonna tighten that up before I get back on it. But other than that, that's my. I did do some. I did get data while it was running, just so I can check everything out. And I was looking at it too, but just in case I couldn't see it, or was kind of trying to look at other stuff and miss it, whatever. Great oil pressure, great fuel pressure. And that was pretty much all I was looking at, just to make sure there wasn't no problems with those two. But I can see everything else now when I go back, so that's good. And I'll be putting it in here so that I don't just like lay it down somewhere and end up losing it. But that's kind of like that shade tree cigarette, you know what I'm saying? What you need, that boy? You need that carburetor to fix that, boy? You need that carburetor to fix that, boy? I fix that carburetor up for you, boy. Alright, get on up out of here then. But just gotta get it, just gotta finish these last little steps, then we'll put some put the pedal to the metal. See what this thing running like. Yeah, buddy. It is outside in the sun, catching some rays and running. Gonna let it do its thing for a little bit. Make sure everything's straight. And while it's running a little bit, I'm gonna go ahead and clean up in this mug a little bit, man. God dog. It's back running though. Check and make sure everything all right, but we should be back on the road in a little bit. We gonna see. Got it back outside. It's seeing the light of day, and it's really dirty, but it is outside though. Finally get this stuff off the back, pick up all this stuff, lay down some new cardboard, get all this soiled cardboard and cut up cardboard out the way. So it's under its own power, which is good. I did see a small leak, but I think that's what's left over from when I didn't tighten up that radiator hose. But I'll have to clean it all up and reevaluate that. But no bad ticking still. Probably let it run for about maybe 10 minutes. So I think all that's gonna be good. So I know y'all neat freaks don't like this, but this is how I clean up. After I'm done with everything, I just make a big pile, get myself a seat, and then put everything back where it's supposed to go. That's just how I do it. And clean up and pick up along the way. Let's go. Well, I believe I do have an oil leak, so I'm gonna have to find out where that's coming from. I'm gonna let it cool down, wait until tomorrow so I can put some light on it and see where it's coming from. Hopefully something just loose and not a big problem. Like I see a little wetness down there, so hopefully it's just something that needs to be tightened up and not that oil pan gasket where I took it off because of needing to redo something. So we'll see, but I'd rather do it with some good light so that I can see exactly where it's coming from and fix that problem quick. Other than that though, we running. Man, I have been ready for this thing to be finished. Y'all won't believe what it was that was causing that oil leak, but I'm glad it is what it is. So that is my oil plug. I just didn't tighten it up. I put it in and didn't even tighten the thing. I put it in when I was still building the motor and just never tightened it because I didn't have any oil in it. It wasn't leaking, so I forgot all about it. And that was it. So I'm about to take it on the street. It's running, checking up underneath. No drips, no leak. Take a ride. Alright, came up the street just a little bit. Wanted to stop just to make sure I didn't have any leaks. Nothing's leaking, so take it down the street just a little bit and bring it back. I don't think I'm gonna hit on it too hard. Oh, wait. There we go. I ain't gonna hit on it too hard, but you know, just kind of get that first little roll in. I'm gonna have to find my seatbelt. Got the data logger. And see what everything's doing. So far, I feel like it might have just a little bit more thump. Like I say, I ain't hitting it. first ride is in the books. Sounds good, still sounds good, so we all good there. Didn't really sound much different to me. I mean, a little bit, like I guess I could hear it a little bit, but that also might be because the idle was a little bit high. So we'll see on that. Otherwise though, still sounded good. I did do the data log, but I need to check it, so I'm gonna check it just to make sure all the sensors are working, and then that all the temp and position and all that kind of stuff looks good, just to make sure. Then in the next day or so, we're gonna get back out on the street. I can punch it a couple times and then come back, check everything, make sure it's all good, and then probably take a little bit longer ride to make sure the fuel is cool, especially since we just did the compression upgrade. And compression upgrade really was about 2 points, so that's really a lot. So check and make sure all that's good, and then after that, maybe get to the track on Friday, and maybe even get to the track next Friday too before going up to Ennis this following Saturday. So hopefully we'll have the time to get all this done and get some good testing in before we go up there, and not just be kind of winging it. So but overall, I think it's all back together, it's all good, no leaks, so we should be good to go. Just tweak a few things and I think we'll be ready. But we'll catch y'all on the next one.